Ryan Steinelson here, and I just this morning did what we call a review culture training with the staff of a business here, and it'll remain nameless because it was a very interesting meeting, and it helped me really understand um, why I think that the way that businesses are going about getting reviews is wrong. Okay, and here's why. There, the problem with getting a review, and there's a lot of different systems out there, and we use these systems too, and they're great to get what I call, push easy button reviews. Okay, you can send out a email to your list to get reviews, and that's great, and that'll give you initial push to get reviews, and it'll show you some results. But what the problem with that is that these reviews are not really there's not a lot of what I call juice in them. There's not a lot of specificity around what benefits that the person's received from the company, and therefore the people that are looking at the reviews are not able to really make a decision as to whether or not they're going to use that particular company. And the other thing is that there's really no context given. And this is why we have a structure that we use every single time. We call it a 2W or a 3W testimonial, preferably a 3W testimonial. And the reason why we do this is because it will lead to a review that actually people can make a decision on. In other words, it's great, and there was a study that actually was done that looked at, it looked at a couple things. Number one, it looked at reviews, in general, and what people looked at in the reviews. What was important to people when they looked at a review or a reputation of a company. And number one, most important thing was what their star rating was. I mean, that's what they looked at first. Okay. Number two was how many reviews did they have, and number three, and a very very close third was what was said in the reviews. That was critical. I mean, think about yourself. I mean, if you're looking at a review for a company, what are you going to be most concerned with when you're looking at that review? Okay, so just think about that as a company. Now, the reason why I think that these easy button review systems are the wrong way to get reviews is because they don't really allow you to get these really meaty reviews, or reviews that are really going to help people make a decision about your business. So the best way, and the reason why I think it's wrong, is because you're not engaging your current staff. You're not involving your staff in the process of getting reviews, and your staff is not asking the question when they're in front of the customer in order to get the review, or get a review that's meaningful. Okay, so during this review culture training, what I found out, and this is another learning that I think that is really really important. A lot of the companies that we do these review culture trainings with, we figure out, number one, how they can incentivize their staff, because it's totally okay for you to incentivize your staff to get reviews. You can't incentivize your customers to leave a review, but you can incentivize your staff to get reviews, or to at least ask the question. And what we found in studies as well, or what was found in the same study, is that if you just ask for a review, you have a 75% chance of that person leaving a review for your business. So what's the most important thing? To just ask for the review, and to ask more frequently. And that involves getting your entire staff involved in the process of leaving a review. And that's why we call it a review culture training, because it really is about shifting the culture in your business so that you can actually get more of these 3W testimonials that are really going to make the difference in people being able to make a decision when they read the review that these people leave. Okay, so that's why I think that it's really, the way that we're getting reviews right now is wrong. And the secret is to build your culture in such a way that your staff wants to ask for reviews, and motivate them by giving them a financial reward. There's your secret. Like, set up, there's three green flags, I call them, when you're that you want to look for when there's a culture shift in a company. Number one, is it coming from top down? In other words, is this review culture shift endorsed by the company and by the staff and by leadership? or by the top level company, the top level people in the company. Number two, are you talking about how people are doing and in your company meetings? Are you keeping track of the number of reviews that each person's gotten over time, and really rewarding those people and encouraging those people and giving them accolades during the company meetings and talking about it, okay? And then number three, do you have some sort of an incentive plan in place that is really rewarding? What was interesting is today when I did this culture training, I've done this training now in this company 4 times. The previous 3 times that I did the culture training, I got 0 reviews from the company. I kept coming back though because I was trying to figure out what the missing link was. And finally today, the owner of the company was not present. And I think it allowed the people that were there, it's a totally new staff, totally new culture, and these people felt open for whatever reason to be able to share with me. And one of the guys just flat out said that, hey, yes, we were getting paid to leave reviews before, but and it was a cash incentive. And this is something that you got to talk to about with your tax, attorney. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a tax. I can't give you tax recommendations. But what I can say is that you got to think about a creative way to incentivize your staff that truly is incentivizing, because your staff will do what makes sense to them. And this person in particular stated that initially it was a cash bonus. And then because if you give people more than $600 in your company, you have to start reporting it in taxes. So then the rewards, the $20 was being paid in regular payments in their regular pay, and then taxes were being taken out. So it wasn't as incentivizing for somebody to get a review when they were not getting paid the same amount because taxes were being taken out. So you've got to look at what is going to be truly incentivizing to your staff, because they will do, it's just human nature, what they're incentivized to do. Now, the other side of the coin is that you want to hire people, and this is part of what we do, is we want to look for people that want to get reviews based on the benefit that the company's gonna receive by actually getting reviews. So in other words, we want to hire for people that will get reviews just because of the benefit that the company will receive, which, by the way, whenever the little secret, the other big secret is, it's a huge secret, is that when you get reviews, you get better rankings in Google. And when you rank better in Google and Bing and Yahoo and the other search engines, you get found more often and more people visit your website, and you get more calls and you get more customers and you make more money as a company. This is now, just to give you an idea of what I mean by this, we're looking at, over 5 months, we've done some studies, some comparisons, and we found that the companies that we've looked at, their Google Analytics, to determine the increase in website visitors, we found that there was between a 26% increase in organic website visitors to their site within a 2-month period of getting reviews, and between 26 and 181% increase in website organic traffic coming from the search engines to their website. So that is a huge increase. So that's the kind of benefit that you can get. And if that doesn't incentivize you as a company to want to implement those, to leverage getting reviews and to, start leading by example from top down, this concept of getting reviews. And if you don't start, if that doesn't incentivize you to start incorporating the number of reviews that people are getting in your staff meetings, etc., man, then I don't know what will, because and to set up a staff incentive program that really rewards them, then man, I don't know what will, because those are real numbers. You can absolutely track this, and if you have any questions about this, then call us up. Let us know what questions you have. We will absolutely give you insight on how you can set up a system like this. We'll be glad to do a review culture training with your company and shift your culture and help you get more authentic 3W testimonial reviews that will get you real results and get your phone ringing as a company. All right, thanks. Bye. And just go ahead and type in any comments below, or check us out on at accelerateyourmarketing.com. Thanks.